What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to introduce you to the best plugins you should use when you want to spend a few bucks on some premium solutions. Now this video is about premium WordPress plugins. I previously did a video that featured the top 10 WordPress plugins, and these were all free solutions. You can find it on my channel over here under the popular uploads. I created this video about 5 months ago, and in this video I showcase the top 10 free plugins that you should use on your site. So definitely take a look at that one if you want to see which free options you should be using. But I often get asked by people, what premium plugins do I recommend that they use on their website? So that's what we're going to cover over here. Alright, so I'm going to my local web server on my computer, and I created this temporary WordPress website where I just wanted to feature these 6 plugins that I use on all my sites and on my clients' websites. So we have BackupBuddy, which is one of the best backup solutions you could use for your WordPress website. I'll show you some of the functionality in a minute. But we also have Envira Gallery, which is considered one of the best WordPress gallery plugins. This is great for your images to be showcased in a gallery format. We have Gravity Forms, which is one of the best WordPress form generator plugins. Comes with a bunch of different types of functionality, and you can even integrate some other third-party services with it. Ithemes Security Pro gives you a lot of different ways to secure your website. They have a free version, and I featured it in that top 10 video, but this one is the pro version. Then we have OptinMonster. This is for lead generation, and I'll show you how this works in a second. And then finally we have Soliloquy. Now this is one of the best slider plugins for WordPress. So these are the top 6. So let me just show you some of the stuff we're working with over here. If you go to BackupBuddy, you could choose to back up your database only. You could do a complete backup. You could choose just to back up your theme. So if you're going to be running some custom code on your theme that you want to test out and you're not doing it locally, I do recommend testing everything locally first. But let's say you're going to do something different by going to the appearance and the editor where you can edit some of the code for the themes. You could easily just back up your theme, and if you make a mistake, you could just restore from a backup. You could also just back up your plugins, or you could just back up your media. So that's really cool. And then you can choose to send it to a remote destination. So BackupBuddy has this thing called Stash Live. This is where they'll take a backup of your website, put it in a zip format, and stash it in your BackupBuddy stash account. They have the restore and migrate. So if you're going to be moving to another web server, or if you need to restore your website, BackupBuddy has this cool functionality that makes it really easy to get done. And then of course you can send your backups to remote destinations, and these are some of the destinations you can send it to. You can send it to Amazon S3, you can send it to your Google Drive account, you can send it to Dropbox, you can email it, you can FTP it, but I definitely recommend if you're going to use a file transfer protocol, go with SFTP instead. It's more secure. Then you can take a look at your server tools. This gives you an analysis of your server itself. You can do a malware scan. You could schedule your backups and which backup you want to do. And then these are just the overall settings that you could work with. The license I have is the unlimited license, and that's the case for all of the plugins I'm going to introduce you to today. I have the unlimited license, so I install it on all my websites and on all the websites of my clients. The good part is they save a lot of money because you do have to pay an ongoing yearly fee for all these plugins, and that they don't have to worry about. Since I'm a developer and a designer and a WordPress consultant, I made the investment to buy these licenses in bulk, and my clients benefit from it. Alright, so that's BackupBuddy. So now let's go back to the plugins. Let's look at the next one, Envira Gallery. So what is this? This is a gallery plugin. If we go over here to this demo site that I have, I did a video on how to make a WordPress website. You can take a look at it here. And this is the website that I created with it. So if you scroll down, you see we have this gallery section. You can navigate via the thumbnails on the bottom. You have the arrows over here. Out of the box, it's a great plugin to use. If you're going to be showcasing your images and you want them to look great, you definitely got to use this one. But I only demonstrated the basic version. Envira Gallery also comes with a bunch of add-ons as well. So you can import your next-gen gallery if you're using that. You have the Dropbox add-on. You have all these different things that you can install in order to extend the functionality and feature set of your website. You can protect your images. You have the slideshow add-on there, featured content. You have the password protection add-on. This is a great one here, the Instagram add-on. If you have an active Instagram account, you can feature your Instagram images on your website. Same thing for Pinterest. There's a bunch of different add-ons that you can work with. If you're a photographer and you work with Lightroom, this is definitely going to be helpful as well. And you have a bunch of other ones down here also. The videos add-on, so you can embed your YouTube videos in a gallery format. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so that's Envira Gallery. It's great for your images, and I definitely recommend it. Now, if you stay to the end of this video, I definitely recommend you do so. I have a special offer for you. I've worked with these plugins for years, and I purchased the bulk license that enables me to use them on an unlimited number of websites, including my clients' websites. And everybody gets the updates, but my clients don't have to worry about paying the extra yearly fee in order to maintain the plugin. So that's a huge savings, and I'll show you at the end of this video. Otherwise, definitely get it for yourself because these are some of the best ones. I'll leave a link in the description to where you can get all of these. Alright, so let's go back to plugins. Now, everybody needs a contact form, right? So again, on this website over here, I created a very basic form. But if we go back here, we go to forms, I'll show you how to create a new one. You just give it a title. You can give it a description if you want, and then you just easily drag and drop the fields that you want to add. Very cool. But besides that, you also have the add-ons as well. So if you're working with a third-party service, these are the ones that are supported by this plugin. So you can integrate these various services with Gravity Forms. If you want to create coupons for anything you're selling on your site, you can do that with this. You also have the MailChimp add-on, which is also very popular. You have the PayPal add-ons. You can create a poll. You can create a quiz with it as well. If you need to take online signatures, you can do that with this. Another payment gateway that I like is called Stripe. They have support for that. You can create a survey. User registrations. As you can see, there's a lot of great add-ons that you can get with Gravity Forms. Alright, so that's this one. Let's go back to the plugins. The next one's Ithemes Security Pro. Now, I did a video on this one as well, and I'll be creating videos on each of these other ones. But in this video, for the Ithemes Security, that was for the free version. Now, the free version gives you a lot of protection, but the premium version, the pro version, gives you access to these options down here. Malware scan scheduling, privilege escalation, password expiration, two-factor authentication. Some of these options are going to be very helpful when you're securing your website. And since cybersecurity is such a huge issue nowadays, you definitely want to have as much protection as you can. Alright, so that's for Ithemes Security for the pro version. Now the next one is OptinMonster. Now what is this? This is good when you want to do some lead generation on your website. Let's say you have people visiting your website and you want to capture their name and their email address. How do you do that? Well, you don't want to stick a form on every single page. I mean, you could, but it may not fit well with your design flow. So OptinMonster has a really good way in order to integrate lead generation pop-up forms in a way that's not intrusive. So let me demonstrate this. What I'll do is I'll open up another web browser and I'll paste in the URL over here, and now I'm going to my website. Alright, so what happens is as you scroll down, after a certain amount, I have it set up that a person will get a pop-up. Now I made this happen faster because I wanted to demonstrate it, but you could time it out. You could say after 10 seconds, you could say after 20% or 30% of a person scrolling your website. You could really customize the way this looks. And what this is just a simple lead generation form where a person's requested to enter their name and email address. And if they don't want to, they can either click here or they can click anywhere and it'll disappear. So that's really cool. But besides that, they also have the exit intent. So when a person tries to exit, you see that? I took my arrow, went off the site, and now I got this pop-up over here. So this is another way in order to capture people's email address and names. If a person doesn't want to use it, they can click away. Now you can take a look at some of the other options over here because I'm logged into my dashboard. So you have the lightbox pop-up, the full screen slide in, a floating bar if you want, the mobile pop-up, inline after post, and the sidebar. And they have a bunch of campaign templates that you can work with. So you can really style this out and make it look amazing. Now this is something you definitely want to have on your website. So now the next plugin and the final one is Soliloquy. Now this is a slider plugin. So to take a look at it in action, go back over here. I have a very simple slider on the home page, but that's just a very basic one. If you go over here to Soliloquy, besides creating a general slider, you could also get the add-ons as well, just like in Envira Gallery. You can get the carousel add-on, you can get the Instagram add-on, you can have a featured content add-on. Now this is great because you could feature various poster pages, pulling their images into a slider itself. So that's cool. And the same thing with the Envira Gallery, they have that feature as well. You have the Lightbox add-on, Pinterest, the Protection add-on, WooCommerce, and the Thumbnails add-on as well. So this comes with a lot of different functionality baked into it, and you could extend it with any of these add-ons, and they're definitely going to be helpful for you. All right, so these are the plugins that I definitely recommend people use when they're going to spend money on premium plugins. They cover your backup solution, they cover your image presentation in terms of your photo galleries and your slider plugin, your form generation, the security of your website, and lead generation. Now, in the beginning of this video, I mentioned to you that I have an offer for you. So what is that about? All of these plugins are great investments. I'll leave a link in the description section. They're definitely worth every penny. But one thing you have to consider is that there's going to be a hefty investment, and you're going to have to pay a yearly fee. Now, what I did, since I develop a lot of WordPress websites and I consult for a lot of websites, I purchased the licenses in bulk. I got the unlimited licenses, which means I install it on all my websites and on all my clients' websites. And this saves them the yearly fee. They don't have to pay for the plugins up front, and they don't have to pay to maintain a plugin on a yearly basis. I include it in my setup package, and I save my clients a lot of money. All right, so how much money are we talking about? I'm going to bring up a calculator over here. All right, let me just minimize this for a second. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'll show you how much this stuff costs, and we'll calculate the final tally over here. All right, so let's start off with BackupBuddy. If you get the basic version, it's $80 a year, and it's worth it. It's the best backup solution in my opinion. Now let's look at Envira Gallery. If you get the basic plugin without any of the add-ons, it's $29. If you want all of the add-ons, it's $99, and there is a yearly fee to maintain this. So let's say you're going to go with the Plus add-on. So that's plus $69. Let's go to Soliloquy. They have the entry-level version over here for $19. Then they go all the way up here. Now I have a grandfather license for Soliloquy and Envira Gallery. So I have lifetime updates, and I can use it on unlimited websites. But let's say you're going to do it for yourself, and you go with the multi one over here because you want some of the add-ons, plus $49. So right now we have $80 for the BackupBuddy, $69 for the Envira Gallery, and $49 for the Soliloquy Slider. Now for Ithemes Security Pro, let's go with the $80 per year one. All right, so already we're at $278. And then there's a yearly fee for all of these plugins as well. Now for Gravity Forms, the very basic level one is $39. I have the developer license, but let's say you're going to go with the business license. So now that's $377. So now for the OptinMonster, let me pull in another page over here. Let me expand this. All right, so if you want to pay on a monthly basis, it's $19 per month, or you can pay annually and you save 25%. So let's say you're going to go with the Plus version. All right, so it's $19 a month. So 19 times 12 is about $228. All right, so we're going to go over here. All right, so that's $605 right there. And that's just for the plugins, right? So that's a good amount of money. And it's definitely worth it. I mean, these are some of the best plugins you could use for their purposes. Now, the offer I have for you is this. If you go to my website, and you go to order a setup, I normally charge $500 for a WordPress website setup. And what this does is I install all of these plugins on your website, and I also install one of the premium themes that I work with. Or I could use the theme that you're working with. Now the themes I work with are the Genesis framework and the Equity framework. And then I also have my custom theme over here, which is EvoPro. And that's the one I featured in the video I created here. And for these two frameworks, I have the license that enables me to install them on my client's websites as well. So these save you about $100 or more when I set up your website. But if you go here, for a limited time, I'm only charging $300 for a WordPress website setup. And that includes a premium theme, and that includes these plugins that I definitely think are some of the best ones that you should use. BackupBuddy, Envira Gallery, Gravity Forms, Ithemes Security Pro, OptinMonster, and Soliloquy. These are all properly licensed. You'll receive updates right in your dashboard from the developer, and you don't have to pay the yearly fee. So that's a huge savings right there. Instead of spending $605 and then a yearly fee on top of that, $300 gets you a premium WordPress website, and you even get the use of a premium theme as well. And as you can see, these are properly licensed, used on unlimited websites. I have the version here, unlimited websites for this one as well. Same thing for this, lifetime updates and an unlimited websites as well. Same thing for this one, unlimited websites and lifetime updates. And the same thing here. Alright, so that's that. These are the best premium plugins that you should use on your website. They provide the type of functionality and feature set that you're going to find that your website needs. From backup solution to photo galleries to image sliders to lead generation forms to contact forms and security overall. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I wanted to create a premium WordPress plugin video. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification icon down below. And if you need a website, visit PixemWeb.com and I'll hook you up. Thanks for watching. Take care.